What is up, everyone? Happy Monday. Hope we had some good trades. A couple good trades here to take. A couple failed. More than a couple failed, actually. A couple never even ended up triggering. But let's get into it. This is what I currently have open. CRM, so it was not on the watch list, but it popped on my scan in the middle of the day with the 2 down, flipping the day back green, retesting that monthly open. Full disclosure, I got very lucky. So I took it off of this 1, 3, 2 up, looking to flip the day back to green right here. So day was not green when I did take it. However, I did get rather lucky in the fact that it ended up just exploding off of that. But hey, position yourself right and you'll get lucky more often than not. So I'm still long that one. Don't like that it closed back below the weekly open. I'm going to set the stop right at break even, which is like right about in here. So I'll probably actually set the stop right down in here, lock in a nice gain, give it some time to work. But I would like to see it continue and go 3-2 up on the day and continue working back through these weekly pivots, getting to that outside month. Next one, Toast. So had the 2 down, 2 up week, still waiting to see it trigger. But I did like that it opened today, sold down below the monthly open. Then you get the 2 down 15er below the monthly open, popping back above that monthly open, giving you the inside 30, setting up, and then ends up taking the highs later in the day. But again, held the month green, closed near the highs, still a hammer, kind of a doji hammer. That's okay. Still looking for the 2 down, 2 up weekly break. So I'm positioned long there from right about the monthly open. VSAT, here's another one. Opened up, gapped up, sold down. Took entry off this 15er that retested the weekly trigger. So you see you've got the 3-2 up weekly expansion is what we're looking for back in through these highs. So it opens up, sells down, sets up the 2 down 15er, retests that weekly trigger twice, takes the 2 up 15er. So I got long right up and above here, above this 15er. And just ended up staying long. So we're going to keep the stop set for right there and hopefully get a 2 up continuation day tomorrow and into this outside month, which is very close to it, and just keep expanding that broad information to the upside. So those are the 3 that I ended up holding. There were a couple that I tried, got stopped out. eBay got stopped out, and AUR. There were a couple I ended up getting in and getting out. Just been a tough month for the move so far. It's just been a little bit choppy for my liking. Not many great setups so far. However, we do have some very good looking setups into tonight. So let's get into that. First up, we have Amazon retesting that monthly open today with the 1-2 down week. Very close to flipping it green. So again, above this daily here, if it takes that day 2 down, 2 up, you will have full time frame continuity as it will turn the weekly back green. So if this day goes 2 up, you will have green day, green week, green month, with the 1-2 down looking to go 3 on the weekly here in the 2 down and green month. CCL earnings rather bad. Again, still going to trade it at the setups there. So you've got the 3 on the weekly, but you've got the 2 down green month clipped out. Let's see what's that low there. 2807, 2802. So perfect. So clipped out those lows right in there. Bang, bottom of broad formation. Comes back, sets up the nice hammer day, turning that monthly back green. And so above here, I would be looking to get long for the 2 down, 2 up expansion day, coming back through this 3-2 down and green week in a 2 down and green month. Chime, IPO one, so going to be a little bit more careful with this one. But you've got the 2 down on the daily with the 3-2 down week, looking for the 3-2 down, 2 up week. And again, this is a new IPO, so at the very bottom of price discovery, could get a nice move in there. I mean, ideally, the first target would be get up into here, 26, which would still be a $5 move off here, $4.50 probably once you get in. Yep, but again, you've got the 2 down, 2 up day to set up the 3-2-2 week in a 2 down and green month. CMCSA, this one popped on the scan at some point last week. Maybe it was while the market was still open, actually. It popped up last week. But now you've got the inside day right here. Let me save. You've got the inside day holding that monthly green. A lot of selling in here, so a lot of pivots to come back through. But again, a lot of room to go to get that weekly guy out. Probably not the most ideal trade, but again, cheap and could be a nice mover. EBS is the one I end up getting stopped out of. We went over it. We were looking for the 2 down, 2 up week. Opens up. Here's the monthly open. So kind of all morning here, 9:30. Comes up, fails, chops, 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 comes up, fails again, comes up, fails again. So I held this for most of the day. Just wanted to see if it was going to give that final push after getting through. Ended up taking a slight loss. But again, as you can see, not too big of a loss. It did not move that much. But again, got to try it. Going to keep it on the watch list just in case it wants to go again. It's already taking the week 2 up. And you've got the month 2 down in green. So we're going to keep our eyes on it. Not too many more. GoDaddy. This is 1 penny, essentially an inside day. Bottom of this little range right here. So you've got these guys here at the very bottom of this potentially. And then you've got the 1 2 down in green monthly after a ton of selling. Actually, let's just extend this out here. Yeah, so you've got that potentially coming back through, trying to get back into all-time highs. But you've got essentially the inside day, just like CMCSA, flipping that monthly back green. Long way to go on the weekly. However, you are at your lowest risk, right? So if you get in right here, this is your entry. Boom, month opens your stop. Same with a lot of these, right? So boom, you use this as your entry, take the inside to the upside. That's your stop. Use a 30-minute. If it closes a 30-minute candle below that monthly open, just get out. See which other ones are close to it. Exactly. Here's another one. Boom. Takes that 2-2 up day. A 30-minute candle below that monthly open is your stop. Keep it very simple. Keep your stops close. Again, you might get stopped out. That's fine. But look, if you know this is your risk, right? So your entry is going to be 137.51, and this candle is 136.43. So essentially, you've got about $1. So you're risking here. Entry, boom. 30-minute candle close below. So you're risking maybe $1, $1.50. Let's see what our magnitude is. So our magnitude, we get in at 137.5. Our first target would be 151. So that's, you're making $13.50, risking $1.50. Target 2. Let's see, 161.09. So you're looking to make $23, risking $1.50. And again, the stock could just keep going. You don't know. But if you get in here at your lowest risk point, you have very minimal risk. And I'm not saying it's going to happen with any of these. You're looking for the potential bottom of the potential beginning of a reversal. So is there a chance that this ends up coming all the way back through and going to all-time highs? Yes. Yes. And this is the time to get in. 2 down green month. When the buyers are stepping up, there's been selling. When the buyers step back up, we want to be the first ones to join that party. Boom. Here is your chance right here. Could it come up? Fail. Absolutely. But could it come through and just move all the way back to the highs? So then you're looking at a potential 80-to-1 risk because you make $80 on the stock and you risked $1 at the bottom. And then you can go through ads and stops out and getting back in and stuff. But the point being is that as soon as this monthly flips back green, you have all time frames green, use this very tiny risk on to potentially make all of that reward. All right, last couple. Herbalife here, 2 down green day. Earnings in about a month. So you have the 2 down week, bottom of this little broadening formation, 2 down green month. Week still here, but if it can get through these guys here, it's got some nice range to come back through on the weekly there. Not the top setup, but again, another one. Here's another one, on. Another perfect example. Boom, you have takes the month 2 down, fails. So fails the monthly open there, fails the monthly open. Tries, but fails the monthly open there. Tries here, fails the monthly open here. Comes down, holds above that monthly open with the 2 down in green day. So now you've got the 2 down potential, 2 up week. And again, here's your entry, right? There's 42.74. Here's your stop, 42.36. 50 cents of risk. And target 1 is it's $4. That is $10 away. That is $15 away. So again, use these. You can be more aggressive on these entries because that's your risk. And if it goes, so let's say you are primarily only trading with 2.5% of your account in the middle of the month. You want to be a little bit more conservative on the risk-reward profile. That's fine. How I'm trying to do it, how I've been trying to do this is I will take 5% of the account and I'm looking for a sharp day trade. So I'm going to take this. If it goes, I take 5% with a 5% of the account. I'm looking for a strong move into tomorrow. If I get that move, that's great. I sell half. So I keep 2.5%. I keep the same portfolio allocation that I'm comfortable with, 2.5% per stock. Overnight, intraday, I'll go up to 5%, and then so let's say you take the 5% trade, you take this 2 up, and it ends up closing the day right about here. Okay, you made a little bit, or potentially you lost a little bit. Sell the 2.5%. So sell the 2.5% that you were risking for a day trade, and keep the 2.5% that you wanted to take to enter this position anyway, and use the same stop that you initially were. Swing that 2.5%, sell the first 2.5% you were planning on day trading, swing the other 2.5%, use the same stop rules, just in case it goes on a previous day. The position is still correct. It just didn't move on the day you intended, and that's okay. But the full time frame continuity is still in your favor, so it's okay to hold them. So that's how I'm trying to do it. I will come back and give some feedback. I've been trying to working with it a little bit. I didn't get the trade much the first 2 days. Tried it a little bit today. Tried to finagle with it. I'm going to keep playing with it, but that's initially the way that I'm going to be attacking these day trades, is taking them, looking for a sharp move that day, swinging 2.5%, selling 2.5% before the market closes, and that will keep my risk overnight low, like this morning Shack, right? Swung Shack over the weekend. Got in here, I want to say. Got in here. Yep, made a nice day. Market opens. So it closes up here, so I'm thinking I'm good going into the weekend. Analyst downgraded the stock. Stock opens down here, sells off all morning. I had to cut it. I was risking 5%, and again, it comes back and makes a great move, but I was swinging 5%, which I think was too much, and it comes down here and just sharp sell on the first 15er below the month open, and I just said I got to cut it. And then by the time it had made this 15er, I just said, you know what, I need to take a break. I'm not going to get back in that one today. I'm looking at other setups. But again, that's part of the reason that I'm trying to day trade a portion of it to make that money in that specific day when I'm putting these lists out for you guys, and then swing a portion of it to catch the full extent of the move that I am looking for. All right, so it is on the watch list again for tomorrow, so we're going to look at it again, but that's just kind of a quick example. And then pins, again, not my favorite. Thing trades weird, man. And I'm just going to take it off the list. All right, that's all I've got for you guys. Sorry, I got a little off track, a little scatterbrain here. Hope you don't mind. Some great setups in it tomorrow. Honestly, some great low risk, real good potential movers. I mean, you've got Amazon on here. You've got GoDaddy, which could be a real nice mover in here. You've got on. Again, you've got Shake. It got me this morning, but hey, doesn't mean I can't get you back tomorrow. So some real good movers in here. And again, look to get into these ones as well if you'd like. Again, you've got the 3-2 up expansion week. You've got the potential weekly break here. And this one, if you're not long, I'd hope for an inside day tomorrow. If you can get an inside day tomorrow on this 3-1, and then you get the 3-1-2 up expansion day going into Wednesday, that would be the ideal way to take this trade. All right, so I got for you guys. Let's take some of these setups tomorrow. Let's make some money, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow night.